Namaskar. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce you to the Indian Plumbing Association's Plumb Talk series. As part of Plumb Talk, plumbing industry experts from across the country will be explaining the nuances of plumbing technology in an easy and understandable manner. And this will make plumbing science easier for building industry professionals, engineering and architectural students, as well as the general public to understand the basics of plumbing technology. Let me give you a little background on IPA, which is the apex body of plumbing professionals in India. IPA is now a 29-year-old body started in 1993, currently has 24 chapters working towards redefining plumbing standards in India, tirelessly working towards better plumbing for a healthy living. I therefore request you to please go through the Plumb Talk series, which will be a guide for students, for architectural students, for even current architects and engineers, so that you are able to improve your knowledge on plumbing and ensure that all plumbing installations are installed not only as per codes, but we make sure that whatever water we use, we move towards net zero water and net zero sanitary waste.
Hi friends, welcome to the 12th and final edition of Plumb Talk Series 1, brought to you by Indian Plumbing Association. My name is Siva Iyer. I am the chairman of IPA Kochi Chapter. Many of you know that IPA has developed a handbook on plumbing called A Guide to Good Plumbing Practices, and it is generally known as AGGPP. On this episode, we are going to discuss about the Chapter 12 from AGGPP, that is records. Without plumbing, any building is just a dead constructed space. Plumbing brings life to buildings, making it habitable by providing the basic needs for human beings to live in. Plumbing has gained a lot of importance during the past 2 decades. After the liberalization and opening up of Indian market, entry of international manufacturers, and of course due to the change in spending habit of the current generation. Now we have the luxury of selecting the best quality products of international standards, which are complying with codes like UIPCI, that is Uniform Illustrated Plumbing Code India, a joint publication of IPA and IAPMO India, and also complies with other codes and standards published by various governmental agencies like NBC. When we spend more on materials, we expect longer life for buildings where it is used in. Plumbing plays a very important role on the longevity of a building. Life of any building depends primarily on 4 factors: the design, the materials used, quality of installation, and more importantly, its upkeep and maintenance. The first 3 are handled during the planning or execution stage of the building, while the 4th one, maintenance, comes after the completion. We have already discussed about maintenance from plumbing perspective in one of our earlier episodes, and today in this episode we shall look into the importance and methods of maintaining records. As far as possible, plumbing installation shall be exposed and accessible for periodic inspection. For example, when we install water supply pipework, ideally only vertical drops from branch lines provided at ceiling voids shall be concealed. These vertical lines will be behind the tile surface and provided with brass-ended terminal fittings to connect faucets. Similarly, when we do drainage connections, it is preferable to install the pipework below the slab within the ceiling void. But it may not be always possible to run the plumbing lines exposed or open due to several factors. There comes the importance of maintaining records. Records of installations carried out shall be maintained for future repairs, maintenance and refurbishment. Salient points of the design parameters, criteria considered, sources envisaged, etc. may be noted down. Deviations from working drawings during construction shall be recorded from time to time, and as-built drawings shall be prepared and handed over to the end user for their verification in future. As-built drawing shall contain important information such as routing of pipework, location of isolating walls and other appurtenances, equipment layouts, etc. as shown in the picture. In addition to as-built drawings, user manuals, warranty certificates and manufacturer's catalogs of all products installed shall be retained. Contact details of local suppliers also may be included on the records. Nowadays, it is a practice that photographs or even videos of installation are recorded for future requirements. This will be useful while installing or replacing toilet accessories like towel rack, towel rail, etc. and puncturing the water supply pipework can be avoided in future. Procedure followed for installing submersible water supply or sewage pumps, type of media used for water and wastewater treatment system, etc. also may be recorded and maintained. An operation and maintenance manual is a very important document that provides essential details about property and equipment upkeep. O&M manuals provide maintenance personnel with detailed guidance on extending asset life cycles, minimizing unplanned shutdowns, reducing maintenance cost and keeping workers safe. A brief description of the project, broad parameters of installations carried out with the system description, schedule of as-built drawings, schedule of equipment and materials used, test and calibration certificates, valve identification chart, list of spare parts, warranty certificates, list of routine and preventive maintenance with the schedules, list of manufacturers and their contact details, etc. will be included in the operation and maintenance manual. The referred handbook AGGP, which is written in English, has been translated into various regional languages and it is available at chapter chairman's office of all the chapters. Thank you very much for your kind patience, and this is Siva Iyer from Indian Plumbing Association signing off. Watch out for our second series of Plumb Talk, which will start soon on different topics of plumbing. We always say plumbing is vital to public health. Let us all work towards the health of current and future generation. Bye bye.